Previously on Fear the Walking Dead.
Laughing and smiling and making dad jokes.
And what do you have against dad jokes, Sherry? We find out that yes, in fact, Sherry is pregnant. So, Dwight yelled down the road, "Come here, Shay!" "Come here, Shay!" Kind of a shitey name, but anyway, so then I'm watching it in the episode and I'm like, he's just like, "Sherry, run! Sherry, run!" I'm like, what, against this Jocko? Like, seriously, you are a freaking savior, man. Like, good lord. Man, as the weeks go by, I feel like I'm watching a husband and wife that are fighting over who loves each other the most.
It was never gonna be enough. It was never gonna make you love me.
It could have, but you ruined it!
That's not true. Alicia, don't!
The person you used to be, the person you said you wanted to forget, that was never you!
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our review for this week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead. This one is for Season 7, Episode 14, Divine Providence.
You should have been out by now.
What the hell's going on up there?
It's over.
No!
Alright guys, this is going to be doing a review for today. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our review for episode 14 of Season 7, Divine Providence. Oh, oh my god. So this show is gonna make me go crazy. So, where do I even begin? Okay, if you're a fan of Fear the Walking Dead, good for you. However, I strongly advise one thing. Before you continue this video, I advise one thing. If you love this episode, if you love Fear the Walking Dead, get off this video because you're immediately going to get offended, I guarantee. And, we live in a society nowadays where everybody gets offended over every little thing. So, obviously, I'm going to share my real reaction. I'm going to share my thoughts on this episode. And if you don't like it, well, you don't have to watch it. So, okay. Now that we got that out of the way, now let's talk about the abomination that this was. I can't even believe how much this sank from last week, because last week's episode, okay, it wasn't amazing, but last week's episode, I can genuinely say, it was a pretty good episode. We had a pretty good setup. I go into this episode and I'm in such a good mood, and I'm like, oh, Alicia's showing up at the tower, Strand's there, and he doesn't have many people left, and we're going to have a really fun battle or whatever. And then I think by the time I got to the end of the episode, I was just like, you know what, Fire, can you please just blow this place up completely and just kill everybody in it? Like, I seriously, I think I was in that kind of mindset when I saw the ending. I'm like, okay, how about if this show can do something cool for once? How about we have a fun battle? We have a fun, attack. We have a fun, battle sequence or whatever. They can't even get that right. At this point, they can't even get that right. So let's just get started from the beginning, okay? And I'm going to start things off immediately with a flaw, okay? I know. We start things off, Strand shaves, he's got the Pope mustache going on, of course. He's got the Pope mustache, he's ready to go, he's got his hat on. I mean, he's seriously Pope's cousin this episode, okay? So he goes out there, he sees Alicia, and she's standing out there with her army. And what does he do? Problem number one, he invites her in for a drink. Problem number two, Alicia then accepts and decides to go into his tower and have a drink with him. Okay, so they go in, and she has a drink. She takes one big shot, so does Strand. And then she basically finds out that Strand is leading a herd of the dead towards his tower that are then, therefore, going to attack Dwight and the others out there. And Alicia tries to get outside, but they hold her hostage inside of the tower. Even though the frickin' idiot literally just voluntarily went inside of your tower to have a drink with you. Sorry, Alicia, that was stupid. Next up, you've got Alicia that then is inside the tower. You've got, then the roles, everything kind of turns, right? She, manages to get a hold of Strand's gun, knocks Wes in the face and kills, and knocks a few of them down to the ground or whatever. Takes Strand's gun, points it towards him, and tells him to come in the elevator, right? I almost said helicopter. Tells him to come inside of the elevator, right? They go inside the elevator, and basically you've got her holding him hostage. And then what ends up happening, she's holding him hostage. She's saying, this is not going to be the way you want it to be or whatever. She then starts passing out. I feel ya. She then starts passing out, and then it's like, oh, wait a sec. Okay, we have to, okay, the plot has to thicken. Okay, Strand, by the way, I'm dying, okay? I'm dying. You hear that, Strand? I'm dying. You know, what's Strand do? Pulls out his freaking sword, he's pointing it towards her, she's down on the ground, he's like, what? You're dying? What? How much time do you have left? Oh, that's it. That settles it. Okay, no, you're on my side now. That's totally fine. He goes up the elevator. Wes is standing there. So, are we gonna kill Alicia? Huh? Because, you know, I've been in the tower for so many years. I know everything. Friggin' he's standing there, and then you got friggin' Strand that's just like, no, Wes. Me and Alicia have an agreement. And then somehow Wes is like, no, that doesn't work for me. Points the gun towards Strand. You think Wes is like surrounded by, you know, Strand's guys. You think he's about to die. Then you get the stupid reveal. Oh, wait a sec. No, everyone's on Wes's side now. So throughout the entire season, Strand's been building this society, building this army. That then within, what, a couple days of Wes being at the stupid tower, they're just like, yeah, this Wes guy, he's a real homie. Yeah, I like him. He looks like Heath from The Walking Dead. He's really cool. We'll join him, right? So that's what they do. They friggin' flip the guns on Strand. Then what do? They start shooting at Strand and Alicia. So then Strand and Alicia are trying to run through the tower, trying to get to safety. Meanwhile, you've also got Daniel that's tied up. You got this stupid idiot guard that doesn't tie his handcuffs right. And this was actually one scene I can say I enjoyed. I know, for once a scene I can say I enjoyed. Because he didn't put his hands behind his back. He handcuffed him like this. So Daniel can just kill him, right? That was really cool. I actually like that. But then we're back to the BS again. Ophelia, Strand, tell me where Ophelia is. So then they spend the whole friggin' episode trying to get upstairs because evidently she's upstairs. So throughout the whole episode, they're trying to run away from Wes's crew. And then what ends up happening halfway through, you know, going up the stairs? Alicia passes out again. She passes out again. So they friggin' take her up to the darn infirmary where then we find Charlie. And, okay, once again, a small scene I enjoyed. When you've got Daniel that then realizes through Strand's dialogue that Ophelia died in Mexico. And all he's going to do now is be with Charlie in whatever time she has left. Fair enough, okay? Whatever. I'm not going to complain about that because that was a fine moment. But after this, you then get Alicia and Strand that team up. Alicia's awake again, of course, because, you know, this is the magic of, you know, Fear the Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead logic, right? So they take their guns. They're on the same side, even though she literally just said the whole episode that she was dreading this attack because of what she's going to have to do to Strand. She goes in there, and then all of a sudden they're buddies again. And then you've got Wes that then starts firing at them. And Strand even is so stupid in this one. He goes upstairs again, approaches Wes. Wes is like, do you want to join us, Victor? And Victor says, no, I don't. I care about Alicia. Strand runs away again, and then Wes just continues to go after them. Okay, so then you've got Wes that starts going after them. You've got the shootout inside, whatever. You got Daniel who's still confused. He's spending time with Charlie because it's not Ophelia. And then you got Wes, okay? So Wes then is about to kill Strand and Alicia. He finally catches up to them. And he, you know, wants Strand to kill Alicia. Strand's not going to do it because Alicia only has a certain amount of time left. And, you know, basically, well, let's just put it this way. Daniel comes in and saves Strand and Alicia. He then gets shot, which from what I can tell was pretty much damn near where friggin', it's like nearby the heart, like where friggin' John Dory got shot, but okay. He gets shot like right here, and he's just like, oh, yeah, I'm shot. It's okay. Nah, just walk it off, you know? And then you get friggin' Wes that then is standing there pointing a gun towards Alicia. Alicia is trying to talk him down. And for once, Strand actually does something that makes sense. He kills Wes because he is a threat. He kills him and with his sword. And I was like, okay, cool. He killed Wes. Then they ruin it 2 seconds later. Alicia's like, what did you do? Why did you do that? Why did you friggin' kill, you know, whatever? And I'm just like, okay, so he was just about to friggin' kill you. What, you say you were talking him down, Alicia? He's pointing a gun at you. He completely betrayed you. There is no reason for you to keep him alive. I just... This friggin' show. So, anyway, you've got that. And then let me get this straight. Dwight and the others then realize the herd is coming towards the tower. There's nothing they can do to stop it. So you've got Daniel, and you've got June, and you've got the others, and everybody then comes into the tower, closes the door, and they're all locked in. Okay. That's fantastic. So now they're all stuck in friggin' Tower Boy's palace. So then you've got Strand at the top of the tower. They finally make it to the roof, and he doesn't want to turn off the beacon. Why? Because he's worried that Alicia is not going to trust him. So Alicia then straight up attacks Strand. They start fighting back and forth, all about, I wanted you to love me. And Alicia's like, I wanted to love you, but I can't now because of what you did to Wes. I'm like, am I watching a friggin' soap opera or something? Like, why are they so like, you should have loved me, Alicia. No, I wanted to. Like, what is this? Like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind. So, they fight. Gasoline pours all over the place. The beacon then gets destroyed, and then the whole friggin' tower starts to light on fire. And the episode ends with Alicia's life hanging in the balance as what does she do? Passes the frig out again, and she's surrounded by fire. Oh my God, is Alicia gonna survive? Even though we just see a promo 2 seconds later that tells us otherwise, but okay. So, and that's the friggin' episode. Guys, that's the episode. I know, marvelous, eh? So, okay, I guess I'll start off with a few things. First of all, I apologize for the rant, but you guys know I don't keep anything in. I give you my raw reaction of what I think of an episode. I give you my honest thoughts, and I express it 100% because that's how we do it here. That's what Dan's Reviews is all about, honesty, right? So, not only that, let's talk about a few things. Honesty in these reviews, absolutely. Second of all, this show is killing me. Third, nothing Madison related. And from what it looks like, next episode, we're back in the yellow smoke again. Piss, sorry. And, yeah, I mean, this episode, like, I'll give it like a 1 out of 10, you know? I'll give it like a 1 out of 10 because I like certain moments with Daniel. I mean, that's about it. So, I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Did you think it was as horrible as I did? Because I thought this was an utter piece of garbage. Yeah, and Strand's redeemed, apparently. Strand is redeemed, which you can't say I didn't call it because I did. In the predictions, and in many videos before, I said Strand was going to get a redemption arc. And it's exactly what they did. And it's even worse than I could have imagined it could have been. So, yeah, 1 out of 10. There you go. And that's being nice. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. And, of course, guys, if you're new here, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss my videos for anything else but Fear the Walking Dead. Follow Dan's Walking Reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And peace out.
We will tell you who you're going to be from now on.